Oh god damn it. Alright, so we need C6 here instead of C5, okay. It actually took me almost a week to figure out which part of code I need to modify. Hey there cats! Good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. If you want to skip the intro, the timecodes should be in the description, otherwise let me tell you that you can never know where your inspiration to modify something can come from. I mean, these videos I'm making right now, the no damage racing videos, I've started it with GTA Vice City Stories and I've just thought it will be, you know, a fun little thing to do. I didn't plan to actually mod anything, but in GTA Liberty City Stories I've had too much cars I wanted to show you and only one bike I really wanted to use. And races in GTA Liberty Stories, as you may know, actually limit the player. You should there are 3 races where you should, well, actually 4 races where you should bring a bike to the starting line and 4 races where you should bring cars to the starting line. And I've had 6, I believe 6, no, 5 or 6, well, 5 or 6 cars, more than 4, that's for sure. 5 or 6 cars I wanted to show to you, and only one bike I really wanted to bring into the race. So out of sudden, I've came to the need to modify this game and to be able to bring a car in a bike race. And so that's how it started, but then I've thought, like, I've looked into it, I've looked into the scripts and I've thought, why Rockstar Games did it? Why they did it this way? Why in the race you have to race 3 opponents with the same vehicles? I mean, you actually and have enough. Rockstar Games actually spawned 3 different pedestrian models for the race, but 3 cars of the same type for the race. Why it is a race, not a pedestrian model showcase. Why didn't they actually made 3 different car models with the same pedestrians? But what makes it even more funny, if you'll push it to the limit, so to say, and if you'll do a dirty script, you'll actually have enough space to put different pedestrian models and different car types all in one race. Yeah, so I've decided I should do custom lineups along the way. Why not? It is worth it. And as I went deeper into it, I've also swapped my character model around, so this time I'm playing as how his name? Danzuko, I believe? Well, whatever. I'm playing as a greaser who dresses like he's a rebel without a cause. So this time, along with custom race lineups, modding and a custom player character, I'm going to include a lot of old school and not so old school rock and roll music, so check out the no commentary video as well if you're a fan of rock and roll. And that's all I'm gonna do right now. So what can I say? Rock on! So let's start with this race, and this race is a mission biker heat. And I don't know about you, but I've always found it weird that you are supposed to race against Liberty City bikers, but instead of it, you actually got 3 guys, exactly the same guys, riding dirt bikes. And yeah, so look at what I've done. I think it's pretty nice, and these guys actually can handle the road pretty well. So yeah, I'm not doing, you know, a fast race. Actually, let me stick around these guys, because just look at it. These guys got pretty cool biker models, and I also should notice that I've always wished Wayne could have a bigger role in the storyline of GTA Liberty City Stories. So yeah, I've gave these bikers, every biker is his own model, and I've gave these bikers 2 vehicles, Freeway and an Angel for Wayne respectively. All in all, well, I'm not sure, probably I should have made this race hard along the way, but well, let's just finish this. I mean, these races are still not hard enough, even with freeways and Angel instead of Sanchez door bike. In fact, I'm not sure if the difficulty even changed. I'm pretty sure the speed of the AI drivers is scripted, and so what can I say? Changing one bike to another one doesn't really change anything, but it definitely makes it look better. It makes it look more, you know, logical. You have to race bikers, so you race against actual badass stereotypic bikers. After all, GTA is all about stereotypes. The worst stereotypes, so to say. Alright, and so this is almost the end of the first race. Oh, I'm not even sure what else can I say about it. Here I come. Finish. Alright. Good. That was easy one, and this is gonna be the only race with the bike I'm gonna do. Let's move on to the race number 2. So this is a mission Greece Zuko, I believe, yeah. Oh, and as I'm playing as Dan Zuko himself, I've actually changed the model driving the hot rod to Wayne again, once again. Yeah, I actually think that it is a nice little detail that Dan actually could win this hot rod from Wayne himself. Wow, I think I've heard a little contact. I think I've scrapped that sentinel as I was going into that turn. Woo! So yeah, all in all, I think damn it, I feel like I could have written a fan fiction about Dan and Wayne, about the GTA Liberty City stories, but you know, not that kind of fan fiction, you know, more like a fan fiction full of blood and good old ultra violence and stuff, you know, the good kind of fan fiction. Woo! I'm driving a Hellenbach, sorry. I'm driving a Hellenbach, by the way, because GTA Liberty City Stories actually got a very nice thing about the muscle cars I like. Most of them you are getting through the story. This Hellenbach, it is actually given to you by GDO Tool several missions before Greece Zuko mission, and if you actually keep that Hellenbach, as JD says to you, you will have no problems in Greece Zuko at all. Race number 3, and this is a bike race, and I've left one biker in it. All in all, it is pretty hard race because roads are very narrow and your opponents are all so fucking eager to create carnage around you. So if you want to do this race without damage, this can be a problem. But all in all, it is doable. So let me return to the previous theme of my speech. So as I've said, if you actually keep Hellenbach and use it through the mission Greece Zuko, you will have no troubles getting through that race, because Hellenbach is so much faster than Thunder Road and Boss Stallions that are used by AI racers in that race. You will really have zero problems with Greece Zuko mission. I mean, Thunder Road is awesome car, it's fast, it's very agile, it's very responsive, but thing is, Hellenbach is also much more awesome, all much better, all much more faster, agile, and all that stuff, you know. Hellenbach is simply a step above the Thunder Road. And as you may imagine, the Greece Zuko is a mission where you get the Thunder Road. So this is another muscle car which Tony in GTA Liberty City Stories receives through the mission. I mean, who didn't actually kept that Thunder Rod? I imagine many players kept it. The Avenger bike I've used in the very first race. This is a bike which you get after doing the Avenging Angel missions. And the Bickle 76 car, which I will use a bit later, is another car which you get as a reward. So probably the only car which I haven't got as a reward of some kind is this Phobos VT. And this what makes GTA Liberty City story so awesome. It makes you feel the history between the cars and the character. Race number 4, the Lowrider Rumble. You know, I've always found it weird that the race is named Lowrider Rumble, yet there is not even a single lowrider in this race. Now the situation is fixed. We actually has at least one lowrider, but I've always considered an Esperanto, yep, not the Eldorado, Esperanto car as a lowrider as well. And here I'm using the Thunder Rod, the trademark signature Grease Zuko car. And, well, probably that's a no surprise for you, but Thunder Rod is my favorite vehicle in GTA Liberty City stories. It's just the best. I can hear the Hellenbach right behind me. Oops, I'm gonna let him pass. I do not want to damage my car, so alright. Not enough. I will take him over right now. As I've said, Hellenbach is just better. But well, all in all, I think that scripts are pretty much the same for every race, so I'm not even really sure. I could have tested, but I'm too lazy to actually do it. So yeah, what can I say? I'm pretty sure that if that AI driver would have driven, say, Esperanto instead of Hellenbach, he would still be the oops, a little contact, but okay. He would still be breathing right into my back like he's doing it right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the model of the car he's driving doesn't change anything. By the way, if you saw my GTA Vice City Stories video and if you're looking at this right now, you can actually tell that I've fixed several problems with the drawing and now the text doesn't have the ugly grey boxes behind it, which makes this video a little bit more beautiful. Yep, I've actually took my time and tried a little bit to mess with the settings in my PCSX2. It pretty much worked. Still, GTA Liberty City Stories emulates a little bit differently from GTA Vice City Stories, so I actually have several problems at some places. It actually has a frame drops here and there, but all in all, it's once again pretty smoothless emulation. Oh, smoothless. Smoothful. Right, the opposite. It's smoothful, full of smoothness. Yeah. Smoothful emulation, and once again I would like to thank the developers of PCSX2. Thank you guys, even if you probably will never hear it. I want the world to know, well, the world is a big word, whoever watches me, I want to know that I'm really thankful to PCSX2 devs for making things like you can see on the things like you are watching on your screen possible. Ooh, my English is awful today, extra awful. But race number 4 is finished. Woo! Time to move on to the race number 5. I believe this race is named Torrington TT. Once again, I'm using Phobos VT, and this time around we actually have very wide roads, so this race... Alright, what are you doing? You motherfucker, it felt like he blocked me. Of course, I know his past is heavily scripted, but it still felt like he blocked me. What a motherfucker he is. Alright, so what I wanted to say, this race is really easy to complete, because the roads are wide and the traffic is relatively low, so it's not gonna be a problem. I've left one PCJ 600 in this race, and, well... what can I say? It's a very nice race. It's a very nice race indeed. Oh boy, you know, recently I've just thought how hard it is to actually, you know, run a YouTube channel, because I constantly see other channels just uploading really lazy stuff, like simply cuts of cutscenes or cuts from animation series, so you know, just small cuts from the other people's work. And yeah, I understand, I myself is also just uploading cuts of the other people's work, but I'm actually putting something of my own in here, and in this particular video I've actually put a lot of my own in it. I've spent a lot of time modifying Cleo scripts. Matter of fact, it was my first time ever modifying Cleo scripts, and boy, it was hard. It was hard to do it all from the ground zero. I've actually contacted a guy who I've hoped will help me, but he didn't. I don't know, he actually replied to me, but he tried to point me to the opcodes which did nothing in my case. It's like he assumed that I'm modding San Andreas or something, when I've clearly said to him that I'm modding Liberty City stores. It's like he didn't even watch on the pieces of code I was sending to him. So yeah, I've had to do it all myself, and it was hard, and I've spent several days trying to modify all this stuff, to painstakingly create the scripts I need and to run through these races without any damage. And how much views I will get for this? Yeah, race number 6, if my memory is correct. Yeah, race number 6 indeed. Here we have this Forelli XS I've just shown you, Leone Sentinel, and one Deimos, and I'm running Bickle 76. Yeah, it's a little bit newer car than I usually use, but it is supercharged, and man, I like everything that runs a supercharged V8 engine. As you can see on the sides, the emulation is still a little bit incorrect, but there's nothing I can do about it. Once again, I've tried these settings and those, and I couldn't change anything about it, unfortunately. All in all, Bickle 76 is awesome. It actually feels like a muscle car. It's heavy, it's fast, and it's everything that I like. Matter of factly, I've actually saw a couple of photos of Ford Crown Victoria, real life Crown Victoria, supercharged, and I don't know, in my opinion it looks badass. Oops. Alright, it was very nice of you to actually stop and let me go through. So yeah, I think I will share those photos of Crown Victoria in description, just, you know, just so you can see it as well, because that supercharged Crown Victoria is pretty awesome, and it would have felt it even more awesome if it would have been red, but it is actually black. Either way, supercharged Crown Victoria looks good, and Bickle 76 is pretty much supercharged Crown Vic. And that's why I'm driving it. Oh boy. I've just had an idea in my head and I've kinda lost it. Oh yeah, I've just remembered it, but we are pretty much close to the end of the race, so I guess I will tell you about it in the race number 7, if I'll have enough time. And yeah, race number 6 is over. Thank you very much. Race number 7. Thing is, it is hard, but because the roads are narrow, and in several places you actually have to be very lucky not to hit a traffic. The opponents are not that much of a trouble because they can't handle it at all. I'm not sure, I do not remember how they've driven with the stock cars that were in the script, which were PCJ 600s, but with the cars I've got them, they cannot drive at all. And this is the jump I was talking about. Wow, I've actually dodged that. Damn it. It is really almost impossible to dodge anything in that jump, but that is the jump that usually ruins your race, where when you want to go through it without damage. As I've said, that is the jump where you've had to be, you know, you have to pray, you just gotta be lucky in order to finish this race without damage. This race is hard without damage, but if you'll actually be able to do it without damage, it will be pretty beautiful sight. At least I've left this race pretty much satisfied, and I felt like, damn, it's good. I mean, all those height drops and jumps, it looks very cool. And now this part of the race, this turn, yeah, this little straight right now is where the course actually like intersects itself, so if your opponents fell too far behind you, you can actually meet them going right, you know, head to you, and, you know, right on the oncoming lane, so to say. Yeah, you can match with them, and this is an awful part. I don't know why the Rockstar Games decided to make this course with like an 8-ball derby intersection in the middle. Perhaps they wanted to make a derby, something akin to the burnout of Flatout at first. Yeah, this little straight doesn't help to finish this course without damage either. So yeah, the thing I wanted to say is the fact that Sunny Builder actually released a version, the developer of the Sunny Builder released a version of the Sunny Builder that can actually compile a script for GTA Liberty City Stories. Now, thing is, it doesn't compile it quite right. Now, I was pretty lazy to actually create a ticket for this, you know, or to write about it on Sunny Builder forums. Feel free to do it instead of me. Thing is, a Sunny Builder compiles GTA Liberty City script with a number of bugs, and it compiles it with the different sizes. But that's what I was talking about. He was coming right ahead, right onto me. He was coming to ram me. So that Sunny Builder, he compiles scripts wrongly, and it compiles scripts with a different size. Oh boy. Race number 8, the last one, and I've decided to make it even harder by putting in the Infernos in here, but once again I didn't notice too many differences between this AI running an Infernos and the AI running a usual Cheetah, but it looks good, so I've put it in there. I mean, it looks like the AI have a little, very moderate speed boost by driving a faster car. A very little one, but still. And even though the muscle cars in GTA Liberty City Stories are not like the muscle cars I've driven in GTA Vice City Stories, in fact, Liberty City Stories muscle cars are very good cars. They are very agile, very responsive. Still, winning this race with the Thunder Rod is pretty hard. Probably not as hard as it would have been with Polaris V8. Probably Thunder Rod is a little bit better than Polaris V8. I'm not sure. They're very similar in terms of performance. Definitely not as hard as winning this race with an Esperanto as I did in GTA Vice City. I won one race with Esperanto. I believe I wouldn't be able to win this race with an Esperanto. And it is still pretty hard with Thunder Rod, do not ram me! Alright, I will let him pass, and I will take him over on the lap number 2. Well, going back to the Sunny Builder, as I've said, Sunny Builder doesn't really pack the GTA Liberty City Stories main SCM with the same size, which doesn't let you to modify the PS2 scripts. Wait, maybe you're able to modify PS2 scripts with the different size if you will be able to actually repack the ISO of the CD, and if you may know, PS2 CD images are very picky. They have a very specific, you know, system based on LSA. I believe this is the right abbreviation. LSA something, I don't know. Either way, I don't know how to repack PS2 ISOs. This is damn hard, and I'm not the one, so I've needed to use the main SCM, which has exact same size as the original one, so Sunny Builder wasn't help. And even if he could repack LCS scripts with the same size, there's still an issue that Sunny Builder actually has some scripts with bugs. It compiles several scripts with weird damn bugs, and yeah, so all in all, it is pretty much safe to say that Sunny Builder doesn't do much of a service. The only thing you can use it for is to pinpoint the script you actually need to modify, but that's pretty much all you can do to ease your situation. And all in all, I've had to modify scripts with goddamn Hex Workshop in hexadecimal, if I'm not butchering it, hexadecimal system, So it's pretty much the assembler of the code, and that was darn hard, and this is probably not worth it. This is why I will not leave any links in the description, but if you're actually interested in this kind of stuff, leave a comment and I'll upload everything I have on this theme. I will upload everything you want to know, and I will help you with everything I can, albeit as I've said, it was my first experience in modifying Cleo, and I've had to modify it with Hex Editor, so I assume I cannot help you with much, but I will do my best. And so ends the race number 8. Thanks for being with me, cats. Hope you liked it. Good luck.